You look good, you have all of the something they bought you. Yes, Goodie!
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to another episode of the Goodgal Podcast. How are you? Brace face.
I'm alright. It's Friday, Junior.
Hey. Yeah, we're filming on Thursday. You forget to say it not come out till Monday?
Yeah, but okay, me I tell them I'm happy.
Okay, fine.
Well, not happy, but you can't say no because...
You get a little sleep?
No, I just not work. It's not a working weekend for me, so that's always a plus.
Oh yeah, I forget you work a lot on weekends. Wow. Frustration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sad.
Oh, Jano, and something there, weekend coming up, the party weekends,
No,
holiday.
I don't know. I don't know if that will affect me. Thank you, Jesus. Pray that this is but how are you?
I'm good.
So I wanted to also know, what are your plans for the summer?
My plans for the summer.
Yeah.
I have no major huge plans. I feel like summer is for children. Summertime.
But you don't make it feel a little like...
We live in Jamaica. That's one.
Yeah.
Two. So it's always summer.
No, but summertime make you feel like you want to eat the beach. Eat a little adventure.
We always do that.
Not really.
We'll be going to the beach in February. What's she talking about? We went to the beach together in February.
That's months ago.
No, I'm just saying that we can just go. It's not like when people have to wait for a season.
For me, when it's summertime, I feel like I want to do it more.
You want to do it more.
I
get that.
Doing more things to make more summer memories.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. I don't know. I think because this year for me is a very, I think I've told all of my friends, it's a very stacking year. I have things that I want to achieve and all of that. Somebody I'm usually that person, but we kind of take it out of my head. I say, all right, I just need to lock in. Yeah, I don't know, but
you just need to plan something nice.
More once a little vacation though. I would love a little weekend away of relaxation.
I think you deserve it.
I just want to relax. A little zen weekend.
Wake up and go to spa.
Yeah.
Relax on the beach. Drink a little juice. Just read a book on the beach. One thing about reading a book on the beach,
oh God.
It's one of the most peaceful things.
Therapeutic.
I need to buy some more books.
I've stopped buying books. I start listening to audiobooks. So my Audible. Yeah, no. And the Audible app is my friend now. So I can just sit down, close my eyes, and just have in my AirPods and just listening to audiobook. Yeah, that's the only way that I can kind of focus a certain way. But yeah, so what are your big summer plans?
But I'm saying I'd like to make some.
You'd like to make? Okay, we'll work on that. We'll tell you guys what we decide if we decide. Because the art is willing, but it's the pocket.
Oh, everything is very expensive.
Hey,
I'm so sad.
Anyways, on that note. Speaking of some people who have no problem with expenses, jumping into the goodie of the week.
Yes.
The goodie of the week.
A Jamaican father buys his son a BMW. So this is the video.
It was at what? It was at X6. What was it again?
It was at X6.
Back against the wall, I had to lean on myself. Almost made me put my dreams on the shelf. I'm tripping. Laws of attraction, you just think I'm rapping. I'm just putting out the energy so I can grab it. Everything that's in my memory that I imagine.
Oh man, bro, it's crying me up. Hey, now you gotta see it on the ground, right?
So that was.
How old is he?
So I don't know how old is he. I don't know anything about him. I don't know how old is he. It was just said that he was a good son. That's all I heard in the video. He got it because he was a really good son. Now, you miserable Jamaican people. I'm looking at the camera. What is the problem with people who can afford to give their children things? What is the issue? Let's talk about it. Call me a therapist. What is the problem? Why are you guys so ruffled when... ruffled. Because the comments under this video was insane to me because he got a BMW. What do you see anything wrong with it? What are your thoughts on it?
I think we're hypocritical. I think that not we, because I wouldn't mind But I'm
I don't
saying,
care.
at the general public, I think is very hypocritical because we grow up and we say, you know, I want to have a child, I want to provide them with the life I did not have. We say that. Everybody says that. I want to give them the best life possible.
Yeah.
But when that includes generational wealth, I'm assuming that's what you mean.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to them receiving the generational wealth and you're seeing the exchange of this generational wealth, it's clutches pearls. Like, how dare you? How dare you do what you said what you've always wanted to do as well as to provide a better life for your children. Personally, I'd love to give my kids, and hopefully, with the grace of God, I will. Also, I care to start.
Me?
Also, I care to start.
Dream. That's my dream for my children. I want to give you a house and a car. I need to buy you you know how I see my life going for my kids? I want to give you your first car. I'm not talking no pop donkey. I want a car we can last all 5 to 10 years. I want to give you a new car when you start college, and then when you graduate college or whatever you want to do. Let's say you want to go study beauty or whatever. So you can focus on achieving your goals and not be you tick off 2 major goals already. I want to help you do that.
Can we talk about generational wealth? But so what's the issue now?
What's the issue?
Isn't that what we all want?
Bruh, let me actually go on freaking Sleek and read some of the comments, because y'all...
But then sometimes the people are not seeking Almighty God. The darkest of the darks.
No man, it come me like the
Sometimes
Ola.
Jamaican and them usually come out of the woodwork, my girl.
People...
Dark like a midnight shirt.
One thing with dark people, them can't spell.
That's why they send voice notes.
Oh God. All of them under about prayers. I understand the prayers, but Father protect him on the road.
Oh, well, yes.
Yes, I understand that, because it's a super fast car and, people will try and bother him.
What I raise you? While you look for the comments,
Yeah.
I raise you a question. If it was a Axio, would it be okay? Or is it the type of car, or is it the car itself? That's the issue.
I think it's...
Now I'm wondering.
Wait, and then they were like, somebody said, congrats to him. I just hope and pray his friends do not boost him or him try to show off speeding or anything and be reckless on the road. Please be safe, young lad.
She talk about that to the taxi man or drove her to work this morning?
Why? Even in something positive, y'all are shady.
Because everybody can drive by me reckless.
I wonder if you know, say him being humble was part of the reason he got such gift. Exactly. Thank you. Like, I'm so scared for him. May God guide and protect him, because them people you're not like see nothing good, I swear. Why are you scared for him?
You're also putting a negative energy over it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I you know what's funny? Before I reach it on Instagram, I saw the video on TikTok. That's where I saw it, right? And my first because I didn't check the comments when I saw it. When I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, that's so nice. Like, I would love to be able to do that for my child. But I'm like,
I personally think it's a type of car that people have open up.
Yeah.
I think if it was a little hoopty, they wouldn't be so up in arms about it, because people get those cars all the time. They get to like a hand-me-down all the time. People get those all the time. Nobody not up in arms.
Then somebody says, it's a wonderful thing, but don't get caught up in the fact that other people may have more funds to finance those elaborate gifts. Raise your children well and shower them with love. That's worth much more. Material things don't equate happiness.
Why you can't do both?
Why I can't do both? And then the thing is too, the youth never ever react away for no have these opinions. Him a ball, him grateful, him never expect it.
It's humility. So it's just like, that this young man has really had a positive impact on his father as well.
When I don't even know what the father probably got through with him. When I don't know anything, when I see one video of a young youth getting a car and I create a narrative and a story on the head. For
be able to provide this for which is what everybody
wants to do. When I don't like see people, I don't know, when I have a problem. When I like see people struggle. And Jamaica, let me tell you something.
Stop right here today. Come looking at the camera.
Stop
it today.
Cut the line.
When they watch this, any day you see it. Stop glamorizing struggle. It is disgusting.
He needs to work hard for it first. How did you know? How do you know he didn't? He didn't? I don't know. We don't know anything like that.
People get. We don't know what he's doing, and people get more for less.
Think pieces. It's like, and then it's literally a situation where If damn if I do, damn if I don't. If him did buy him son a little Swift and him drive a X6, when I say, oh yeah, on the same one that say, oh him buy him son this and him have this. You can never please people.
Absolutely not.
And I think Jamaican people have a problem with seeing other people not struggle. I struggle, so you need to struggle. No, I struggled, so and I
you can
not
run like
literally. I thank God every day that I have a father that never believed in that.
No.
Like he felt like if he got X, me must go Y, Z. Like he literally thought that if him go 1, I must go 10. I thank God every day because some of the parents, as I saw commenting under that, myself, phone up children, I have a hard time. And when the people them don't, when the children don't want so no, don't want come around no, because they could do better for them and never do better. The people them never asked to come here.
to show them a lesson. I don't know. I mean, my thing is like, it all comes down to your parenting.
Literally.
All comes down to your parenting and what you're instilling in young children. And I feel like there are lots of young adults, young children, young people who are worthy of a really good start in life because they would have really shown that they are capable, they are able to manage this.
And how do you know him not driving father car from when? How do you know him not driving? Because clearly if him father can afford to buy him that, him father clearly have the car they want or whatever line up. How do you guys know that he hasn't been driving these cars for the past years? Him just get one for himself now. How do you know that he hasn't been driving these type of cars? I have a friend like that. Him used to drive him father car them and all of that. And every time we go, so it was like him father car them was literally his cars. Because every time we go, till him father just buy a Benz for him when we were like 18, 19. How do you know?
Well, you never saw anything wrong with that, did you?
No. Don't just talk too much.
Well, I think sometimes we live in our own bubble. Just closing out on this point, I think sometimes people live in their own bubble. So what I can say though, some people you can't even knock them because that's just how
that's how they grow.
They don't know any much more than what they've been socialized. So they've never come to that. Crazy? No, and they never see that yet. So they must say, yo, them shot, them confused. What you mean you could do that? Them don't see them something there.
Yeah.
So they can't appreciate those things because they're not exposed to those things.
Yeah,
that's
facts.
what I would say. But leave the man alone.
Leave the man alone. Enjoy if you're a youth.
True.
And when you see them on the road, keep on your glasses. Hello? It's me in my new Bima. Bad mind. Anyways.
Anyways, moving on.
Oh, you do it. Oh. Anyways, moving on to the hot topics.
Hot topics.
This week's hot topic is pick her, please. Somebody.
Please don't pick her.
No, somebody needs to pick her so she can shut up.
Stop.
Anyways, so a video on TikTok of a woman who is a sex worker. She said it in the video. She did a day in the life, a video showing, her and her boy, showing what she does, how she gets her money, and her boyfriend supporting her. So another woman stitched the video and gave her feedback, which leads us to discuss, the whole pick me girl culture. So watch the video.
I'm a sex worker, so today my boyfriend and I will be filming some spicy content for my
Okay, I'm not being rude, and this is not to be disrespectful to this girl in any single way. This is not coming at her at all, but I'm offended because I am a 29-year-old professional in a respectable job. I own my own place. I pay my own bills. I pay my own way. I have only had 2 boyfriends in my lifetime, and the one lasted 6 years, the other one lasted 3 years. I don't even post my ankles, much less my thighs, much less my ass on social media. All you get in is head and shoulders like the shampoo. All you getting is a mugshot. Bitch, I never got pregnant, dropped out of school, had an abortion, joined the gang. If you was to look on social media right now, you will find nothing. You're not going to find news. You're not going to find me fighting people online. You're not going to find me doing none of that. The most you'll see me doing is cracking some goddamn jokes. And I'm single. Okay.
Girl, go on Match.com. Go on Bumble. Go on a dating app. Like, if you wanted to list your profile and your accolades, no, let me get one thing straight, right? Because I for sure would not necessarily agree or do what the girl did. But will I judge her? No. Should she not have love? No. So just because somebody else doesn't do what you agree with or would do what you do, I don't want to sell my body on the internet, but it doesn't mean I should judge somebody who does.
She's not killing nobody. Honestly, I make her honestly not lie.
What? My thing is when the girl lists out her entire rap sheet.
So why is she single? She never answered that.
She never answered that.
But why then? And is that a death sentence? I didn't know. Didn't know it was a death sentence because the girl could have in a relationship and unhappy same way.
So let's get the definition of a pick me. So this is a term, actually. I think it came from Grey's Anatomy when Meredith in the early seasons when she was dating Dr. Shepard or whatever. She was like, pick me, choose me. So I think she was the original pick me girl in my head. That's the first time I think I've heard it, and I saw something on it. So by definition, by wiki explanations or whatever it's called, a woman who asserts that she is unlike and sometimes better than most other women in order to gain the attention, approval, or validation from men.
Repeat that. Repeat this again.
Sure. A woman who asserts that she is unlike and sometimes better than most other women in order to gain attention, approval, or validation from men.
So she wants to be different.
So she wants to be valid. So she wants to show that I'm not like these other girls. I am special, and you should choose me, right? I am the one you should be with. And I think what I notice is in this case, you have two types of women. So you have some women who downplay their achievements to make men look bigger. And then you have the reverse, like what's in this video.
Right.
She's trying to show up like, it's like you saw a video on social media. You don't know if this girl is educated. All these things that she listed, the education, the how many boyfriends the girl has ever had. How do you know that how do you know that's not just her high school boyfriend? How do you know it's not a one man she ever have? How do you know that he's not the only man that see her naked? How do you know that she don't have her PhD?
She has her OnlyFans? Is that what the lady has?
Yeah, I think she has her OnlyFans. So she
she's
said
not having sex with random people.
she was having sex with her boyfriend.
Oh,
yeah.
But she's not a porn star.
Even if she was though.
No, I'm just trying to be clear as well.
Yeah, because it's like, what are you using to say that? Because I think it's her OnlyFans for sure. But how do you know that she doesn't have just one man? How do you know that you and her do have the same things?
Never education. Oh, she never the woman not educated.
These are all crazy assumptions.
It is from a one video on TikTok.
But I think it's also like she wants a boyfriend.
It's
Clearly,
It's
bad.
It's
Bad. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you think that you deserve. That's a problem that I think I have with this, It's like you think because you've acted this way, you deserve a man. So,
but she never got the PSA that nobody's special.
Nobody's special.
So what are we doing? Also, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room because I don't.
Please.
Addressing it, but I just didn't find that she was well put together. I would leave it at that.
Right?
So it's also like, okay, all of this, but why you look like that? Not to say you're unattractive, but I think that
you have on your head wrap, on big t-shirt.
You could have put yourself together.
You understand what I'm saying?
If you're gonna make that come back there, you need to come correct. You get what I'm gonna say? You could have come properly. No, and honestly, but you sit down there and
when you go down her profile, her profile is that. I went down her profile.
Nobody could see the words that she was saying because I think people are also like flabbergasted by the fact that you, as a bold girl like that, and you look like that. I think people are just so taken aback by that as well. Like, let's just start there.
And I have also a big tiff. Like, as you said at that point, I feel like women who think that they're better than other women because of their accolades, they tend to neglect what, in my experience, neglect their looks, or they focus so much on I'm the perfect. I cook, I clean, I have this education, I have this business, but you don't know how to treat a man.
Absolutely.
You don't know how to keep your mouth sometime. You don't know how to be a good wife. You don't know any of them thing there. So maybe yes, the girl probably show up the things them on the OnlyFans, but maybe she knows how to be a wife. Maybe she knows how to shut up. Like you. Maybe she wouldn't come on the internet and bash another woman.
That's what I was just about to say. Maybe she's just a good person in general, because this doesn't negate the fact that she's a good or bad
person.
Because I'm just like, again, that the pick me behavior of you obviously downplaying somebody else to make yourself look good is distasteful. It's distasteful in life in general. That is just, I don't like it.
I know it's society though.
It is.
It's society. Somebody told her growing up that if you do this, focus on this, the man will come or all of that.
Yeah.
But no, you need to be a nice person, have a nice personality. And you don't need to be going on social media and bringing another person down. Do you know Anna Paul?
Huh?
Do you know Anna Paul on TikTok? Oh, I'm gonna show you her. This Australian TikToker, and she also does OnlyFans. But she's the sweetest girl. She's like the sweetest girl, and she has a boyfriend, and she's just a very sweet person. She gives to like animal rights and all of that, and I'm just like, there's so much more to people. And even when you look at it from a biblical perspective, like, look at the people Jesus was around. Look at the people, like even the woman, the prostitutes, all of that. Like, yes, nobody is saying the only person who can condemn a God. You leave that with God. You don't need to be.
She did all of that for nothing. I don't think, because I'm not sure after this if people are in her DMs thereafter. So it's like, so why you did this? What was the purpose of this? We need to understand.
Yeah, and then I feel like there's also a self-worth element to it, because you think that because you have these things, you are worth more than a person. And I think people like that tend to look at people at different levels. Because I've heard women say like, oh, she's an Instagram girl, or certain girls, they're Instagram girls and them don't know how man love them, or they don't know why whoever, or like a girl will have, for example, a girl who is just on Instagram and pretty and whatever, she'll have her boyfriend and she have one boyfriend her whole life, him take care of her. But people just assume that she have 100 man just because of how she look. Yeah. So it's like, if you're not, you get what I'm saying? So if you're not, if you don't present yourself in a way that is societally acceptable, they think that, you're a hoe. You're a hoe. But how do you know this? She just look a certain way, and she like to go out.
Like a hoe? I don't know.
She like to, but what does a hoe look like?
I'm not sure.
What does a hoe look like?
I've never been clear on that.
What does a hoe look like?
I've never been clear on that.
I've
never been clear on that.
Because I've known girls who are,
I guess if you show your body,
covered, all of that, and them are the worst. Them are the worst.
If you show your body on the internet, it's slutty behavior.
So it's like, and to me,
this is also the same people, the same guys that are liking, and just like they're double tapping. So so I don't want to understand who call them sluts. Is it women or men?
No, but the thing is, let me tell you why this is so bad to me, because it's like, I don't like when other women downplay other women. Yeah. It has a special, like, because it's, to me, when you look at another woman and downplay her, when I look at another woman, I say, I never yet look at, that's why I love the comments, you know. People see people living a certain life, you don't know people like, but you saw them say, God, it's me again, or whatever. Yeah. I appreciate that, because you're like, you're not going to her, you're not jealous of her, you're more like, hey, like, I'm happy for this girl, I like what she has, I see what God is doing for her. Because I always tell you guys, when God blesses you, when God blesses your friend, he's in your neighborhood. Yeah. Like, so to me, it's like when you see another girl on social media, because to me, it's like, okay, if you deem, I'm just using from her analogy, if you deem a sex worker so bad, and you say, God, and you say she have a boyfriend, you say, well, me, my man soon come, because if she have a boyfriend, me must have a boyfriend. That's how you should have looked at it. Yeah. You do a whole profile video for no reason.
But I don't know that. I just can't understand, because to be honest, we don't even know her backstory. Like, suppose she cheated on all these men, and that's why she's single.
You could be a horrible person.
Like, we don't know.
She could be a truly horrible person. She hasn't shared that.
She wasn't transparent.
So we really don't know. And then, to me, you need to work on, or people like that need to work on their self-worth or their validity. Because it's like, why are you so validated by males' opinions? Or you think that because you don't do certain thing, a man will value you more. So did you do it because you want to do it? Or did you do it because a man, you were trying to get a man? Did all of these things, the way you've lived your life, was it because you wanted to live your life that way? Or you didn't want a man?
You would get a man this way, yeah.
You did want a man?
It's self-evaluation. Look into yourself, girl.
Look into yourself, because it's like a lot of the actions and the way how people
was
react to
nasty
it
behavior.
was very nasty. I saw it and I was like, this girl cannot be serious.
And she edited. So for my thing is like, it's always like, you did this video, you edited it or whatever, and you posted.
Watch it back.
You saw, it's not a live, you know what you're doing, like you posted this on the internet. And I think sometimes people just do it for virality. So it might be one of those two, you know.
Yeah.
She might, all this might not even be true about herself, but she might just be doing it for
And to me too, when you are willing to share information or personal information about how many boyfriends you've had, all of that, like you are looking for you're looking for validation, and you also want
From
to make it
strangers,
from
which is
strangers. And that's why I say it's like, I think it's deeper, because it's like you need to internally work on yourself, because the minute, and to me, if your self-worth is not strong, the minute you get that boyfriend that you keep asking so hard for, you're not going to know what to do, because when that man mind change or says something off, you're going to be put in a very messed up situation. So you have to be careful of the energy that you put out, especially when it comes to other women. I tell you guys all the time, you know, I'm a girl's girl. Like, I think when you don't bring down girls, don't do anything to hurt other girls, I just don't believe that that's the correct way to operate. And I think that it's a major red flag when I'm scared of women who seek male validation.
It's in a very excessive way too. Like, you know, everybody.
Those girls are not friends, you know.
Them are gonna sell you out.
Them are gonna sell you. Those girls are not your friends, because you see, the minute them get a man, them drop everything. Their life become about them man. Like they're not your friends, and they will bring you down. So like, let's say that those two girls were friends or they know each other. You know, so she would have like, she's the type of girl that if you're in front of a guy, she'll be like, oh yeah, like if the guy come look her, she'll be like, the guy come look the friend instead of her, she'll be like, oh, you know, she does OnlyFans, or trying to like bring her down. Like those are the type of friends that try to take you down.
Wow. I've had one. But anyways, I pray to God to never encounter something like that before. I mean, again, because you also never realize, like in the moment I probably never realize,
and it seems so, they do it so innocent.
Those that's creating them.
Yeah. And they will sit, because they've created a narrative in their head that this is how you need to be to get this. And they will sit and ponder and wonder, why is her, and then it almost becomes, why her, not me? And it becomes a very destructive thing where you can get caught in the crossfire. You're now the enemy. Because they love man, you know. They love the male validation, you know. So the man can't be the enemy. It has to be you. It has to be you.
Like, why?
Why?
Why you have to attract all the guys? Or the guy that I want?
Because I'm a vibe. Like, because I'm a vibe. Like, it's just the truth. Like, so I think women like that, for me personally, I try to stay away from them. I thank God that I don't have anybody in my life who's like that. Who is like, thank God for the friends I have, because no, that's not cool.
It's not. And that's again, when I look into it, like, it's also like very deep rooted.
It's very deep rooted. And I think you need to do a lot of self-work to get that out. And I'm forgiving, but I think also with people like that, you have to set boundaries. You there some, me there some. There's certain things you can't let them know, or you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was our hot topics. Moving on to listener letters.
Listener letters.
Sorry, listener said, wow. So your listener letter says, what is your number one non-negotiable when it comes to friendships? Number one. I wrote this brief and I never thought about the question. I just wrote down what somebody said. Number one, I think it's somebody who gossips or talks behind my back and doesn't say it to my face. I think something like that.
So, like, no, the number one non-negotiable is somebody who is non-negotiable if it is that you talk about people.
Or talk about people or talk behind my back.
Because, I mean, if they talk about people, the more like they will talk about
you. True. So I think it's people like that, because, boy, when people, and if anytime I see people react certain way or girls, I think it's a very dangerous thing, because if I come to you and I share something, right? And I'm in a vulnerable state, and me love to share. She can tell you, me love to share. So I think because of how I am, I have to, anybody I'm around, I know I have to be very trusting and be able to be very open and vulnerable. So whenever I don't want like you to be going to people or talking about it or something. So for example, like if I have a problem and I don't understand, like I don't have a problem if you keep it within our friendship. So for example, if me and you, let's say me and you have a problem, and then you go to Denise or Ash and it's like, hey, you know, so Rennie and I had this, and then you come and talk to me about it after, that's not a problem for me because you were seeking clarity. But if you go to Denise and Ash and you're like, said the one Rennie and said this and da da da, but don't tell her, someone tell you, you know, da 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 da. I feel like that's a different scenario.
It is.
And I'm scared of that, because it's like you talking like that in such a negative way without having a conversation, because
It can be a misunderstanding.
it can be a misunderstanding. Like,
Yeah.
so I think that's one of my non-negotiables, because I think people who do that it leads to so much other things, because you will sneak behind my back, you will talk to me about people, you will see a nigga and try and style me. Like, I feel like girls like that, yeah.
I think for me, a non-negotiable is passive aggression.
That's a good one.
I really
That's a good one.
like it. So if you have a problem and you wish not to state it, say that you wish not to. But if you're gonna constantly like do like or
yeah.
make a snide comments or whatever, like because you have an issue and you don't want to talk about it, but we all know that you have an issue, but you just don't want to talk about it because you're not mature enough to have that conversation. Or maybe not at the time, you're not ready. That's okay.
Just don't come around.
Like passive aggression. Do not do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I will shut down. Because what am I talking about? I thought we're mature adults here.
I thought we can be adults,
I thought we can be. I don't like it, man. It's very immature to me.
And people who are like that tend to do it with the people who are closest to them.
Well, yes, that's true. But I don't like passive aggression. So I just feel like, say it with the chest. Mighty God, just say it with the chest. Don't jab, because that shit piss me off.
Yeah.
I really like it. And this is in general, like female, male friendships, any type of friendship, family relationships, anything. I don't like passive aggression.
With family relationships, though, that's a good one, because you're friends with some of your family and you're not, right? You just, some of them are your cousins, some of them are your, like, some of them are your cousins, some of them are your family. You understand? Like, you're closer to some. But then how do you deal with that? Because I feel like when it comes to families, it's kind of hard, especially like, well, no. I feel like the older you get, you can set boundaries. But...
I do, yeah. And that's all I need. That's really it for me.
Yeah. I don't know. And I think when it comes to friendships too, you have to I feel like you have to kind of find your people. And people communicate more than you think, you know. However you see them deal with other people, or you see them react when you and them good. I always observe people when me and them good, like we're in a good space, and how you react to people you're not in a good space with. I'm kind of like,
what do you mean, like if you see somebody, your friend follow with somebody and how they react?
Yeah, or just simple things, like things that get them upset.
That's true, because sometimes there's some red flags in friendships that we don't see. Like sometimes you'll have a friend that you notice that they always follow with their friends. And it's also something to consider too. If it's within, like, if it's something that you can't understand, like, people drift and whatever, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But if you see them like constantly like falling out with people, it's something you have to kind of look into that, because like, why?
Yeah.
Are you the problem?
And then to me too, it's not every friendship needs to become like close friends. Some people can just...
But I think what we also don't understand is there are types of friendship.
There are types of friendship. Some people can just be like... Some friends can just be like... You know, say as such you stay, so you just kind of put a... To me, the best thing you can do, I make me understand how you stay. So if I know how you stay, I can put up the boundary, and I can say, me and you will never have a problem.
Right.
Same thing I do with my co-workers. Same thing. If me know say you wraps up on that topic, yeah, I know someone not talk about that in the office.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I say, because I know where you are go with it. And I know what me I go with it. So I
Yeah.
just, you understand?
And then there are seasonal friends. There are friends who are just for particular occasions.
Yeah.
I would say
True.
so.
Or times in life.
This is not the friend that you would
Yeah.
pair with in an intimate setting. This is the
Yeah.
friend that you pair with outside.
Outside, like,
you're not gonna
in a
sit
group.
down with her reason, you know, say, well, I'll talk to you about something.
Yeah, because
No.
what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, so it's like, I think the older I got, the older I realize, and sometimes it's hard to see. Sometimes people struggle with friendships,
Mm-hmm.
and you realize that they are not understanding the fact that sometimes friendships are just
Yeah.
in a particular level,
Mm-hmm.
or they've shifted. The friendship has shifted, and sometimes people have a hard time understanding and grasping that, because maybe you've had this friend for how long, and it's like, I can't believe it's drifting, or people go on different paths, and it's okay not just to end the friendship, but you have to, I guess you have to just come to terms that the level of connection or the commonalities are not necessarily there anymore.
Yeah.
You can create new ones, you can work on it, but it's just like, it's just
Yeah.
life.
It's life. And to me, let me tell you, if anybody I see or I talk to and I realize that you reach a certain age and you say things like, "Me not a friend, me not have no friend like that, like or I have no friends." If you reach a certain age in life, you go through 2-3 school, you go how much workplace, and you can't say to yourself that you don't have no friends as an adult. You are the problem, because you either don't understand adult friendships, or you don't know how to maintain relationships, and you don't understand how to respect people or keep boundaries, or you think you have an idea of what a friendship should be, and every person who doesn't fit this category, then you don't think they're your friend, or you don't think. But no, you have different people in life for different things, who you call on for different things. And that's why me and the friends I have now, me and all of my friends, them good, because I understand them. I took the time out to do it. I understand them. They understand me. I know what to go for where, and I know who to go for what. And they know that at the end of the day, if they need something, they can call on me. If it's really serious, we're all gonna band together. We're gonna come together on important moments. But it's not everything. Every friend, you don't need to treat everybody on the same level.
No.
That's just not it. And it doesn't mean you're closer to one person than you are the other. Yeah.
Sometimes you are.
Sometimes you are, but it doesn't mean you're like, you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes you are, but it's not all the time.
In a group of girls,
Yeah.
it's or just friends, just no.
And you have times too, because like for
People
example,
can come together in
Cl-
different
times.
and then you see another person. Yes,
like
I've seen that.
literally, that's literally how we are. Because like even with me, like last year, me and Marissa are like this, because like it was more like, I'm in a relationship now, like, you know, she's been in a relationship for a long time, like we were in sync. Like now I'm single, it's whatever, like, so now it's like I have a time now, and my friend Catherine is single as well, or whatever she is, I don't know. But we're in this season where it's like, because we're kind of we just come out of a breakup, we just whatever, we're kind of close. So yeah, and then me and Gabby, for example, we're both trying to do the same thing professional wise. So we're like here right now. So you understand what I'm saying? So you have different people for different times, and it doesn't mean, and that's why I say it doesn't mean I'm less close to Brittany.
Right.
It doesn't mean I'm less close to you. It doesn't mean that, right? It's just that you have a season in your life that somebody else may be able to relate to.
Correct.
And you appreciate it.
And it's a lot more of that. You need more of that these days, because you just need somebody to feel like
You need something to talk to, literally.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess that answers your listener question, plus a little bit more. So that was the episode of the Goodgal Podcast. So we will see you next week. Bye.